Today, October 21st, Archangel Michael says, don't try to ignore this. The person you love deeply will never let you know this bitter truth. Everyone except you know that last open immediately. Today is October 1st, a day that carries a vibration of revelation and divine truth. Archangel Michael has chosen this exact moment to reach you, not by chance, but by divine orchestration. You may think you click this video randomly, but that's far from the truth. What you're about to hear will open your eyes, heal your heart, and perhaps even change your path forever. But you must promise yourself one thing right now. Don't skip this message. The person you love deeply is hiding something from you. Something so carefully concealed that everyone else seems to know except you. And Archangel Michael is saying this is the time to uncover it. The energy today is not ordinary. October 1st carries the vibration of new beginnings mixed with hidden truths. When these two frequencies meet, revelations are inevitable. That's why you've been feeling restless lately. Your intuition has been screaming at you, but your heart refuses to believe. Archangel Michael understands your pain. But he's urging you to listen now because your spirit is ready. For months, maybe even years, you felt a strange gap between what you feel and what you're told. The person you've given your heart to, the one you've trusted with your deepest emotions, has been hiding a bitter truth. This isn't meant to scare you, but to prepare you. You're standing at a crossroads today, and this message is your guide. If you stay until the end of this revelation, you'll not only see the truth, but also gain the strength to decide what's next. Archangel Michael is a protector and revealer. He never exposes without purpose. He only unveils what you're spiritually ready to handle. That's why you're here now. Because on this day, October 1st, your soul has reached the vibration of readiness. The shocking part, people around you, maybe even close friends, have sensed or known this truth about your loved one, but they stayed silent, thinking you already knew or didn't want to know. Right now, Michael is whispering, "Courage, child. What you learn will free you. The hidden truth you're about to discover isn't the end. It's the beginning of your real life." But you must keep watching, because at the end of this message, there's a blessing ritual designed specifically for October 1st that can shield you from heartbreak and give you divine clarity. Type Amen 1549 right now to open your heart and receive Archangel Michael's protection. As you continue listening, tuck blessings 177 to invite truth and courage into your spirit before we move forward. Archangel Michael does not appear in your life without reason. His presence is not random. It is divine timing. Today, on October 1st, a spiritual gateway has opened. You may have noticed signs lately: dreams that linger when you wake, sudden chills without explanation, or moments when you felt as if unseen eyes were watching over you. These are not coincidences. These are signals that something long hidden is about to surface, and Michael is stepping forward because you are strong enough to hear it now. The truth is never easy to swallow, especially when it concerns the person you love deeply. Love has a way of blinding us, doesn't it? We give our hearts completely. We trust without conditions, and we assume that love is returned in the same pure form. But here is the bitter truth. Archangel Michael is urging you not to ignore. The person you love has been keeping something from you. It is not just a small secret. It is something that changes the way you see your relationship. And the most painful part others around you already know. Friends, relatives, maybe even casual acquaintances have seen hints of what was concealed. But out of fear of hurting you or simply because they thought you wouldn't believe them, they have remained silent. Right now, Michael wants to strengthen your spirit. You may feel an inner trembling as you listen because deep down your soul already knows. You felt that knot in your stomach when something doesn't add up. You've noticed the unusual silences, the half-answers, the sudden distance. Or even the overcompensation when they tried too hard to appear genuine. Your heart kept pushing those thoughts away, telling yourself, no, it can't be true. But today, the veil is being lifted. Before we dive deeper into this revelation, I want to pause and say something important. If you feel this message resonates, if you feel Archangel Michael's presence guiding you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this message with someone else who may need the same awakening. Comment below how you feel right now because your words may be the very sign someone else is searching for. And subscribe because Archangel Michael's guidance comes not once but continuously leading you step by step to freedom and truth. Every interaction you make here, your share, your comment, your subscription, becomes a ripple effect of light that touches more lives than you can imagine. Now, let us return to what Michael is showing you today. This hidden truth you are about to face is not here to break you. It is here to free you. Sometimes the people we love are not honest because they fear losing us. They create illusions thinking it will protect the relationship. But illusions cannot last forever. Truth always rises to the surface no matter how much effort is spent burying it. And Michael is saying that October 1st is your appointed time for clarity. You have reached a stage in your journey where you are spiritually strong enough to face reality no matter how painful it may seem. Ask yourself this. Why do you feel as if something is always missing? Why do you sense a shadow behind their words, a hesitation behind their promises? That feeling is not paranoid. It is your intuition, your soul's compass, guided by Archangel Michael himself. The reason everyone else seems to know but you is because your heart was too loyal, too pure, too in love to see the cracks. You gave unconditional love and Michael honors that. But now he is guiding you to shift your love toward yourself, to recognize your worth and to understand that the truth will not destroy you, it will make you stronger. Think of it this way. Every time you ignored your intuition, every time you silenced that little voice that whispered, "Something isn't right," the universe took note. You were not ready then, but you are ready now. That's why Archangel Michael has chosen this moment, this exact day, to bring light into your darkness. The truth about the person you love may sting, but it will awaken you to greater freedom, deeper self-respect, and ultimately a path to love that is real and unwavering. If your heart is pounding as you hear this, it is because Michael is touching you directly. He is not revealing this to punish you, but to protect you. He knows the silent tears you've shed, the nights you've questioned your own worth, and the times you've begged the heavens for clarity. This is the answer. Do not run from it. Do not skip what comes next. Because by the end of this journey, you will receive not only the truth, but also a blessing ritual that will anchor you in divine clarity and shield you from future heartbreak. Before we move into the next part, pause for just a moment. Breathe deeply, close your eyes, and say quietly, "Michael, I am ready." When you do, you align yourself with his protective wings and the energy around you shifts instantly. Type Amen 3:15. If you are ready to embrace this truth with courage, type blessing 7240 if you invite Archangel Michael to walk with you through this revelation. The question weighing heavily on your heart right now is simple yet powerful. Why? Why would the person you love hide such a truth from you? Why would they risk everything? The trust, the bond, the sacred connection you both shared? Archangel Michael answers this not with judgment but with clarity. The truth is not always hidden out of malice, sometimes he is hidden out of fear. Fear of losing you, fear of being exposed, fear of facing their own reflection in your eyes. When you love someone deeply, you believe their words without hesitation. You trust that their intentions are pure because your own intentions are pure. But not everyone can mirror that same level of honesty. Some people wear masks not because they want to deceive but because they are terrified of showing their flaws. Michael whispers now. Their silence was not a reflection of your worth. It was a reflection of their fear. That fear made them choose to cover what should have been confessed. This is not to excuse them. Truth is sacred, and when it is withheld, love cannot fully flourish. But understanding why someone hides the truth can release you from unnecessary self-blame. You may have thought, "What did I do wrong? Was I not enough? Did I push too hard or love too deeply?" Michael wants you to know. You were more than enough. Your love was whole, unconditional, and honest. The choice to hide the truth was never about your value. It was about their inability to face reality. You see, every soul carries wounds. The one you love carries scars from their past. Moments of rejection, betrayal, or guilt that shaped the way they respond to love. Those wounds may have convinced them that if you saw their truth, you would turn away. So, they built walls, told half-truths, and created illusions to keep you close. But illusions cannot last forever. Just as the sun always breaks through the clouds, truth eventually emerges. That is what is happening right now. Archangel Michael is shining a light so bright that the shadows can no longer hide. You may feel anger, disappointment, even heartbreak as this realization deepens. That's natural. But Michael urges you to hold on to your power. Do not see yourself as a victim. Instead, see yourself as the chosen one, the one strong enough to face truth with courage while others may continue to live in denial. Think for a moment about the patterns you've noticed in your loved one. The unexplained silences. The moments when their eyes shifted away instead of meeting yours. The way they overcompensated with sudden affection after periods of distance. These were cracks in the mask. You saw them, but your heart chose to dismiss them. That's not weakness. It's proof of your deep capacity to love. But Michael is saying it is time to open your eyes fully now. Love must stand on truth or it will collapse. This is not just about them. It's about you. This revelation is preparing you for a transformation. The truth you are uncovering today is not meant to shatter you, but to rebuild you into a stronger, wiser, and more discerning soul. When illusions fade, freedom begins. You no longer have to live in confusion, questioning your intuition or doubting your inner voice. You are stepping into a season where your spirit aligns with clarity, and clarity brings peace. There is another reason they had the truth. Beyond fear, beyond shame, there is also the human desire to control outcomes. It may have thought, if I keep this hidden, everything will stay as it is. But life does not work that way. The universe always pushes toward balance, and secrets create imbalance. That imbalance grows heavier until it demands release. You are experiencing that release right now. Michael wants you to understand this. The fact that everyone else seemed to know but you does not make you foolish. It makes you faithful. You believe because you loved, and there is nothing shameful about loving fully. In fact, it is one of your greatest strengths, but now you are being called to balance that love with wisdom. To listen to intuition as much as your heart, to see not only what people show you, but also what they hide. Imagine Michael standing before you now, sword of truth in his hand. He does not come to punish, but to cut away the veils that blind you. His message is clear. You deserve love that is open. Love that is honest. Love that stands without secrets. That is the kind of love that aligns with your destiny. And that is what this revelation is leading you toward. But, listen closely, because here is the most surprising part. Their hidden truth says more about their own soul's journey than it does about your relationship. Sometimes people hide because they are not ready to evolve. Their spirit is still bound by lessons they have yet to learn. And while you can walk beside them, you cannot learn their lessons for them. That is why Michael is saying this truth is both a revelation for you and a test for them. Your soul must face its own shadows eventually. Your role is not to carry their burden, but to stand firm in your own light. Do not let despair overtake you. Remember, the universe never removes without replacing. If something hidden is being revealed now, it is because your soul is ready for a higher form of love, whether with them or beyond them. This is not the end of your story. It is the turning of a page. And on the next page lies a chapter filled with clarity, strength, and a love that does not fear the light. Before we close this part, ground yourself in Michael's energy. Place your hand over your heart and whisper, "Michael, walk with me." Feel the warmth that spreads through you as his wings surround you in protection. Type Amen 5112. If you are ready to release illusions and embrace truth, type Blessings 684. If you are inviting Archangel Michael to guide your heart toward clarity and peace. The moment truth comes into the light, everything shifts. The walls you once leaned on begin to crumble, and suddenly the ground beneath your feet feels unfamiliar. This is what Archangel Michael is showing you now. Once this hidden truth is fully revealed, your relationship, your perception, and even your destiny will no longer be the same. But do not fear. Though change feels heavy at first, it is the very path toward freedom and transformation. Think about it. A house built on shaky foundations cannot last forever. For too long, your love has stood upon words that were incomplete. Gestures that carried shadows and promises that were not fully anchored in honesty. You built with sincerity, with loyalty, and with faith. But they, whether knowingly or unknowingly, built with omissions. This imbalance was destined to reach a breaking point, and that point is now. October 1st was chosen because you are ready to see clearly, and once you see, you can never unsee. Michael reminds you that truth has a purifying fire. It burns away illusions. It dissolves confusion. And though it stings, it leaves only clarity behind. When this truth comes to the surface, you may feel betrayed, even humiliated, especially knowing others sensed it before you. But pause and listen carefully. This is not the universe humiliating you. This is the universe liberating you. The silence of others was not a curse. It was divine timing waiting for your spirit to be strong enough to carry the truth without breaking. A time is today. Now let's face what this means for you. Once the truth is exposed, you will see your loved one differently. The image you had in your mind, the perfect picture of who you thought they were, will shift. This can feel like losing the person you love it, but in reality, you are losing only the illusion. The real person, flaws and all, will stand before you. This is where Michael asks you the most important question. Do you love the mask or do you love the soul behind it? Sometimes when the truth comes out, people find themselves able to rebuild from a place of honesty. Other times the truth creates a break that cannot be repaired. Whichever path you walk, know this. The truth empowers you to choose with clarity. No more confusion. No more guessing. No more silencing your intuition. You will know exactly where you stand. Knowledge is priceless, even if it hurts. But let me pause here and remind you of something important. If what I am saying resonates with your heart, if you feel Michael's presence stirring within you, then I ask you not to keep this message to yourself. Share this with someone else who might be in the dark about their own relationship. Comment below what you are feeling right now, because your words may give another person the courage they need. And subscribe, because Archangel Michael's guidance does not stop here. There is more he wants to reveal in the days ahead. And staying connected ensures you never miss the signs he sends. Every like, every share, every comment becomes a light in the darkness for someone else. You are not only helping yourself. You are helping others heal too. Now, let's go deeper. When this hidden truth rises, you will also discover something unexpected about yourself. You will realize just how powerful your intuition has been all along. Think back. How many times did you feel uneasy but brushed it aside? How many times did you notice small inconsistencies but silenced your doubts? You were blind. You were compassionate. But now compassion must walk hand in hand with wisdom. Michael is teaching you to never ignore your inner compass again. The truth about your loved one may reveal secrets about their past, about their intentions, or even about their divided heart. But the shocking twist is this. Michael says their hidden truth will not only affect your love life, it will also ripple into your destiny. Why? Because relationships are anchors. Who you bind yourself to shapes the energy of your path. If you are tied to someone hiding darkness, the shadow follows you. But when light exposes the shadow, you are given the chance to step free or to rebuild in truth. Either way, your destiny expands. This exposure is your release. Imagine chains falling from your ankles, heavy weights lifting from your chest. You no longer have to wonder. You no longer have to carry silent questions. The truth clears the fog. And in that clarity, you will finally breathe again. Michael's presence assures you that no matter how painful this moment feels, it is the beginning of your liberation. The person you love may resist this exposure. They may deny, deflect, or even turn blame onto you. But Michael urges you, do not be shaken. The truth does not need defending. It stands on its own. Hold firm. Do not let guilt or manipulation pull you back into confusion. Your soul deserves freedom. And freedom begins with clarity. Here is something even more powerful. Once you embrace this truth, you will begin attracting honesty in every area of your life. Deception will no longer find a home near you. Authentic friendships, genuine opportunities, and deeper spiritual alignment will enter because your energy will shift. You will no longer vibrate in confusion. You will vibrate in clarity. And clarity draws only what is pure. As you hear these words, I want you to remember that you are not alone. Michael's wings are around you even now, wrapping you in strength and light. You are safe to face this truth. You are safe to move forward. You are safe to trust that what is meant for you will never be taken away and what is not meant for you will never stay hidden forever. Before we move into the next part, take a deep breath and place your hand on your chest. Say softly, I accept clarity. I release illusion. I walk with truth. Type Amen 8452. If you are ready to stand on truth, without fear, type Blessings 1920. If you welcome Michael's strength to carry you through this revelation. When a hidden truth comes to light, it does more than shake a relationship. It stirs the very foundation of your soul. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that this is not simply about romance, trust, or betrayal. Is about destiny. Every soul incarnates on earth with a mission, a divine purpose woven into the very fabric of existence. The person you chose to love became a part of your story. But Michael is showing you that their truth, once revealed, was actually a test for your spirit. Think of it this way. Life often presents us with mirrors. The people we love most become reflections revealing not only who they are but also what we must learn. Your loved one's hidden truth is not only about their actions. It is about your response. Will you remain bound to illusions or will you choose freedom? Will you silence your intuition again or will you rise in courage? This is the crossroads of destiny. Michael is here to guide you toward the path that leads to your highest self. For too long, you have carried doubts in silence. You questioned yourself more than you questioned them. You wondered, am I imagining things? Am I too sensitive? Am I too demanding? These doubts were not weakness. They were signs. Your soul was pushing you toward truth. But your heart was not ready. Now Michael says you are ready. And once the soul is ready, the universe always brings clarity. This hidden truth is not punishment. It is preparation, preparation for the life you are meant to live. Preparation for the love that is aligned with your highest good. Preparation for the spiritual mission that has been waiting for you. When you release what is false, you make space for what is real. And Michael is assuring you that once you face this truth fully, doors will open that you could never have imagined before. The most astonishing part is this. Their hidden truth is also their spiritual test. The person you love is standing at their own crossroads. By hiding, by deceiving, they chose the path of fear instead of honesty. But now, as their truth is uncovered, they will be forced to confront themselves. They must decide whether to grow or remain bound by fear. Their soul is being tested just as yours is. Michael wants you to see this clearly. You are not responsible for their choice. You are responsible only for your own. And now listen closely, because here lies a revelation few ever consider. The truth about your loved one was never really a secret from your higher self. Deep within your spirit always knew. The sleepless nights, the uneasy feelings, the moments of inner conflict, they were whispers from your higher self urging you toward awareness. This journey is not about being blindsided. It is about finally aligning with what your soul already knew. Michael's role is to bridge that gap, to bring what was hidden in the spiritual realm into the physical world so you can act with confidence. But how does this affect your destiny? When aliens fall, you are no longer tethered to energy that slows your progress. Think of it as carrying a heavy weight on a long journey. You kept walking, but every step was harder than it needed to be. The truth, painful as it may be, is like dropping that weight. Suddenly, your steps are lighter, your path clearer, your spirit freer. Michael wants you to see that this moment is not the end. It is the beginning of acceleration. You are being prepared to walk into blessings that were waiting all along, but could not enter until the illusions dissolve. Let me tell you something surprising. Every soul that encounters deception is being prepared for a greater spiritual assignment. Why? Because the experience teaches discernment, and discernment is one of the greatest spiritual gifts. Once you have walked through illusion, you will never again be fooled by surface appearances. You will learn to read energy, to sense truth without words, to hear the whispers behind silence. This gift will not only protect you in love. It will protect you in every area of life: business, friendships, decisions, spiritual growth. All will benefit from the clarity you gain. Now, Michael assures you that though this revelation feels personal, it is universal. Many souls are walking through similar awakenings. By facing your truth courageously, you become a light for others. Your healing becomes a testimony. Your freedom becomes inspiration. And your discernment becomes wisdom that ripples into the lives of those around you. This is how destiny works. Not only for you, but through you. Now, let's confront the part of you that fears being alone after this truth is revealed. That fear is natural, but it is not the truth. Loneliness is an illusion when you walk with Michael. He reminds you that the universe never closes one door without preparing another. If your loved one cannot walk in truth, then space is being made for someone who can, someone whose love is open, honest, and unafraid of the light. You were never meant to beg for clarity, you were meant to receive it freely. Do not let the bitterness of what was hidden poison your spirit. Instead, let it sharpen your discernment, strengthen your boundaries, and guide you toward relationships rooted in honesty. Michael's sword cuts away illusions not to wound you, but to set you free. He whispers, "Now. You are not losing love. You are finding truth. And truth will always lead you to greater love." As we draw this part to a close, ground yourself in Michael's energy once again, place your hand on your chest and repeat softly, "I choose truth. I release fear. I walk in destiny." Type Amen. 6721. If you are ready to embrace your destiny beyond illusion, type Blessings 4430. If you welcome Michael's guidance to walk boldly into your higher path. The moment you align yourself with truth, you activate a spiritual law that few truly understand. The law of divine replacement. This law states that whatever is removed from your life in truth will always be replaced with something of higher alignment, greater authenticity, and deeper fulfillment. This is what Archangel Michael wants you to grasp now. You are not stepping into loss. You are stepping into exchange. The illusions leaving your life are making room for miracles. This is why October 1st feels so heavy yet strangely charged for you. It's as if the air itself has shifted. You're sensing a presence, a movement, a silent rearrangement behind the scenes. This is not your imagination. This is Michael at work. He has begun, aligning the threads of your future, weaving a new pattern even as the old one unravels. The truth about your loved one was the key needed to unlock this shift. Without facing it, the door would remain closed. But now that the truth is being revealed, doors you never expected will begin to open. Michael wants you to know that your soul has already signaled readiness for this transformation. Your dreams, your instincts, your recent bursts of courage. They were all precursors to this moment. Even the pain you feel now is not random. It is the pain of shedding an old skin. When a snake grows, it must shed the skin that no longer fits. The process looks uncomfortable, but it's the only way growth can happen. You too are shedding. What's even more astonishing is that Michael has already begun sending people, opportunities, and signs into your path to guide you into this new chapter. Perhaps you've noticed unusual synchronicities lately. A stranger speaking words you needed to hear, a book falling open to a specific page, a sudden thought that felt like a message. These are not coincidences. These are Michael's breadcrumbs leading you step by step toward a higher reality. But here's where many falter. They uncover truth, but then they cling to the old energy, outer fear. They think, if I let go, what if nothing comes? Michael warns against this. The void you fear is actually the womb of creation. When you let go of what is false, you open your hands for what is true. You cannot receive while holding tightly to what no longer fits your spirit. The shift you are entering requires trust. Look at your life as a tapestry. For years, one thread, the person you love, was woven through it. The thread carried beauty, but it also carried knots of hidden truth. Now, Michael is carefully loosening those knots, not to destroy your tapestry, but to reweave it with golden threads of authenticity. This is why he is urging you not to resist what is leaving. By trusting his process, you allow a design far greater than what you imagined to take shape. Now, let's address a question that may be rising in your heart. If Michael is aligning my future, why did he allow this pain? The answer is one of the deepest spiritual truths. Pain is not punishment. Pain is a portal. Pain signals where healing and alignment must occur. Without this moment, you might have continued building on a shaky foundation, blind to what was hidden. But because you are being awakened now, you will not only heal, but thrive. Michael whispers. You are stepping into a chapter where truth and love will meet. A more masks, a more guessing, a more deception. This is not a dream. It is a promise. When you align with truth, the universe rearranges itself to meet you at that level. People of integrity are drawn to you. Opportunities of honesty open. Your intuition sharpens like a blade, protecting you from future harm. You begin to feel not just safer, but freer. You may already be seeing glimpses of this shift. Have you noticed your thoughts becoming clearer? Your boundaries feeling stronger, your energy feeling lighter, even in the midst of pain. This is Michael's protection at work. He is already building a shield around you, ensuring that as the old leaves, you are not left vulnerable. This is what makes Archangel Michael unique among the heavenly hosts. He is both a revealer and a protector. He never exposes without guarding. This is also why you were guided here to this message on this exact day. October 1st was marked in your soul's blueprint as a point of awakening. The veil between your inner knowing and outer reality is thinner now. You are seeing clearly not only who others are, but who you are becoming. You are stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your higher self than you have ever been before. This is a sacred moment. Let me offer you a practical vision. Picture yourself walking down a long corridor. Behind you are doors closing quietly. These are the illusions, the doubts, the unanswered questions. Ahead of you are doors beginning to glow faintly with golden light. These are new relationships, opportunities, blessings, waiting to manifest. You cannot open the glowing doors while looking back at the closed ones. Michael is at your side, hand on your shoulder, whispering forward. Do not fear. What is ahead is greater than what is behind. As you step into this shift, expect surprises. People you never thought would appear will step into your life with kindness and authenticity. Situations you once struggled with will resolve themselves. And most importantly, your heart will begin to heal, not with bitterness, but with clarity. You will not become hardened. You will become whole. This is the beauty of Michael's work. Before we move to the next part, take a moment to anchor this energy. Close your eyes. Place your hand over your heart and whisper. I trust the process. I release what no longer serves. I welcome the new. Feel how your energy shifts even as you say it. Type Amen. 9281. If you trust Michael to align your future, Type blessings 3745. If you welcome the miracles waiting beyond the illusions. When the truth is revealed, most people focus only on the present moment, what it means for the relationship, how it affects their feelings, or how to move forward. But Archangel Michael wants you to see the bigger picture. He wants you to understand that the truth being uncovered today is not just about the present. It reaches into your past as well. The hidden truth you're facing now is connected to old wounds, old patterns, and old cycles that you may not have even realized were still influencing your life. Michael is saying this is not just about them. It is about you. It is about the cycle you are breaking. Think back for a moment. Has this pattern shown up before? Have you loved others who also kept things from you? Have you found yourself repeatedly drawn to people who were emotionally unavailable, inconsistent, or afraid of honesty? If so, this is no coincidence. Your soul has been trying to learn a lesson through these experiences. And Michael is revealing that the person you love now is simply the final piece of that cycle. Once you face this truth fully, you break the pattern not only for yourself but also for generations after you. Yes, generations. Because cycles of illusion and betrayal do not begin with you. They are often carried through families, communities, and ancestral lines. If you look closely at your family history, you may find similar stories. People who gave love but received dishonesty. People who trusted deeply but were left in the dark. These patterns pass silently through time until one's soul is strong enough to stop it. That soul is you. That is why Michael chose you. This is why the truth feels so heavy. You are not only carrying your own heartache. You are carrying the weight of unhealed patterns. But here lies the miracle. The moment you choose to face truth with courage, those chains break, you free yourself and you also free those who come after you. You become the turning point. The one who says it ends here. Michael wants you to see your own strength in this moment. You may feel vulnerable, but in the spiritual realm, your courage is blazing like a sword of fire. You are not the victim of this revelation. You are the warrior who was chosen to face it. Every tear you shed is watering the soil of freedom. Every doubt you release is breaking another link in the chain. Every time you choose truth over illusion, you reclaim power not only for yourself but for your entire lineage. Now let us go even deeper. Many of the struggles you faced in relationships are connected to old wounds from your childhood. Perhaps you experienced inconsistency from a parent where you were made to feel like your needs were too much. Perhaps you learned early to silence your intuition in order to keep peace. These early wounds created patterns, and those patterns drew you to people who mirrored the same dynamics. Not because you deserved it, but because your soul was seeking healing. Michael is showing you now that the person you love, though they may have hidden truth from you, was part of a divine setup. Their actions triggered your old wounds so that you could finally face them, heal them, and break free. The truth, bitter as it feels, is actually a blessing in disguise. It forces you to confront what has been buried for too long. It forces you to choose yourself in a way you never have before. Do not underestimate this moment. You are standing at the edge of transformation. Imagine a long chain stretching behind you, connected to generations of silence, deception, and betrayal. With Michael at your side, sword raised high, you are about to sever it once and for all. That sound you hear in your spirit. The cracking, the breaking is not your heart. It is the chain snapping. It is freedom ringing. And here is the surprising part. Once you cleanse the past, you will notice immediate shifts in your life. You may suddenly feel lighter, as if a weight you didn't know you carried has been lifted. You may notice relationships with family members improving. You may even see opportunities and blessings arrive more quickly because the blockages of the past no longer hold you back. This is the cleansing power of Archangel Michael. He does not just heal wounds. He restores balance. But be warned, when you break cycles, resistance may appear. Some people in your life may not understand your newfound strength. They may try to pull you back into old roles, to guilt you into staying silent, or to pressure you into ignoring your intuition again. Michael says firmly, stand strong. Do not return to what I have freed you from. You cannot heal by returning to the chains. You heal by walking forward, even if others don't understand. This cleansing of the past is not only personal, it is spiritual warfare. Darkness thrives in secrecy and illusion. By exposing truth, Michael is dismantling the very structure that once bound you. The person you love may feel exposed, but the greater reality is that an entire cycle of spiritual deception is collapsing. You are walking into light, and light always drives out shadow. Let me give you an image. Picture yourself standing in a dark room. For years, you thought the room was safe, but deep down, you always felt uneasy. Suddenly, Michael bursts in, sword blazing, and light floods the space. You gasp as you see what was hidden in the shadows all along. It shocks you, yes, but it also empowers you because now you know. Now you see. And once you see, you can never return to blindness. That is freedom. As we close this part, take a moment to honor yourself. You are not weak for loving. You are not foolish for trusting. You are courageous for facing what was hidden. You are chosen for breaking the cycle. Michael's wings are around you. And his sword is cutting away not only today's illusions, but also the patterns of the past. Type Amen 7214 if you are ready to break the cycles of the past. Type Blessings 599 if you welcome Michael's cleansing light into your life and lineage. When a great cleansing takes place as Archangel Michael has guided you through, it does not leave an empty space. The universe abhors a vacuum. When something is removed, something else is always brought in. But here is the miraculous truth. What comes after cleansing is always greater, purer, and more aligned with your highest self. That is the blessing waiting for you. Now, Michael wants you to understand this clearly. What you have released is not just deception from one person, but layers of limitation that were weighing you down in every area of life. You thought this was only about love, but it goes far deeper. By breaking the cycles of illusion, you have opened pathways for abundance, clarity, and joy to enter not only your relationships, but your entire destiny. This is why in the days and weeks to come, you may begin to notice strange and beautiful shifts. You may feel lighter in your body, as if invisible weights have been lifted. You may wake up with a sense of peace that feels foreign but wonderful. You may notice opportunities appearing seemingly out of nowhere. Financial blessings, new friendships, unexpected invitations. These are not coincidences. These are the rewards of your courage. Michael whispers now. When you release what was false, you make room for what is true. When you let go of what was hidden, you invite what is revealed. When you break the chain, you open the gate. This is the gate of abundance. And abundance does not only mean wealth, though financial prosperity is part of it. True abundance means wholeness in every area of your life. It means relationships that uplift you, opportunities that align with your purpose, health that supports your journey, and peace that carries you through every season. You are stepping into this abundance now, but only because you were willing to face truth. Let's pause for a moment and imagine the transformation. Where you once carried questions, you will now carry answers. Where you once felt confusion, you will feel clarity. Where you once doubted your worth, you will now radiate confidence. This is the shift that abundance brings. Not only external blessings, but an inner state of alignment that changes everything around you. Think of the way light fills a room. When a lamp is lit, shadows flee. When the sun rises, darkness has no choice but to disappear. The same is true in your life right now. The truth you faced was the rising of your inner sun. And now blessings are drawn to you the way flowers turn toward the morning light. You are entering a season where what is meant for you will find you effortlessly because your energy is no longer entangled in deception. Michael also wants you to be prepared for astonishment. The blessings that are coming are not small. They are significant. They are the kind of blessings that make you stop and whisper, "This must be divine." Some will come in the form of people, new connections who bring joy, honesty, and support into your life. Others will come as opportunities that align perfectly with your soul's calling. Still, others will come as breakthroughs, situations that once felt stuck. Suddenly moving forward, doors that were closed, suddenly swinging open. Why is this happening now? Because the universe always responds to truth. When you align with truth, you align with divine order, and divine order always brings increase, always brings abundance, always brings growth. Michael says, the courage you showed in facing what was hidden has unlocked a floodgate of blessings. Do not doubt it, for it is already on its way. Now, let me share something extraordinary. Many people believe that abundance is something they must chase, something they must fight to earn. But you are about to discover the opposite. When you walk in truth, abundance chases you. It seeks you out because your energy is now a match for it. Just as deception attracts more deception, truth attracts more truth. And truth in its purest form is abundance. Picture yourself standing under a waterfall. At first, you only feel a few drops, cool and refreshing. Then, suddenly, the full stream pours down, washing over you, filling you with energy and renewal. This is the way blessings are about to pour into your life. They will not trickle. They will flow. They will not come sparingly. They will overflow, and the best part, you will not have to beg for them because they are already yours by divine right. Michael urges you to remain open. Do not doubt what is coming simply because it seems too good to be true. Miracles often appear disguised as ordinary events. A simple meeting, a casual conversation, a sudden idea, any of these may carry the seed of your next great blessing. Stay alert, stay expectant, and most of all, stay aligned with truth. For that alignment is the magnet growing abundance to you, but there is another aspect to this abundance that Michael wants you to understand. It is not only about what comes in, it is also about what flows out. When blessings enter your life, you are also called to become a blessing to others. Just as this message has reached you, you are meant to share light, encouragement, and truth with those around you. Your abundance will multiply when you give because giving is the circulation of divine energy. The more you share, the more you receive. This is the sacred cycle of abundance. You may even notice that people begin to turn to you for wisdom, comfort, or guidance. This is because your energy is changing. You are radiating truth, and truth is magnetic. Do not be surprised if others say there's something different about you. A difference is Michael's light shining through you. As we close this part, I want you to anchor yourself in this promise. You are stepping into a season of blessings. You are walking under an open heaven. What once was hidden is gone, and what is meant for you is arriving. You do not need to fear loss because what is leaving is being replaced with something greater. You are no longer chasing, you are attracting. You are no longer questioning, you are receiving. Type Amen 8433. If you are ready to step into your season of blessings, type blessings 6552. If you welcome the abundance Archangel Michael as a line for your life, by now you have come to realize that the revelation of truth was not an accident. It was not random heartbreak, nor was it meaningless pain. Archangel Michael wants you to see the larger picture. This was all a part of your spiritual initiation. You have not only been walking through a relationship lesson, you have been walking through a doorway into your higher calling. Many people live their entire lives asleep, unaware of their divine purpose. They repeat patterns. They settle for illusions and they miss the whispers of their soul. But you are different. The very fact that you are here listening now proves that you were chosen for more. The person you loved, the secret they carried, and the pain you endured were not punishments. They were catalysts. Catalysts to awaken you, to sharpen you, and to propel you into your mission. Your spiritual mission is larger than any single relationship. It is about becoming a vessel of truth in a world clouded with deception. It is about walking in integrity when so many lie behind masks. It is about being light when others remain in shadow. Michael has been preparing you for this role, quietly guiding you through experiences that have shaped your spirit. And though those experiences hurt, they have forged you into someone strong, compassionate, and discerning. Think back to who you were before all of this. You were kind, yes, but sometimes you doubted your strength. You silenced your intuition, thinking others knew better. You placed your trust outside yourself instead of within. Now, after everything, you have learned to listen to the quiet voice of your spirit. You have learned that your intuition is not weakness. It is your greatest compass. You have learned that your worth is not determined by another's honesty or lack thereof. It is inherent, unshakable, divine. This awakening is not only for your personal freedom. It is for your mission. You are being prepared to guide, inspire, and uplift others who are still lost in illusions. Michael is saying you will not only walk in truth, you will lead others to it. Whether you realize it or not, your courage to face what was hidden is already becoming an example to others. They may not say it aloud, but they are watching. Your healing will ripple into their healing. Your light will awaken their light. This is how destiny works. Not in isolation, but in multiplication. Here is the shocking truth. Had you not walked through this pain, you may never have awakened to your higher mission. You might have continued to live small, silencing your gifts, doubting your worth. But now you stand at the threshold of something extraordinary. This is why Michael allowed the revelation to come now, because you are ready to step into your purpose. But what is that purpose? It is unique to you, but it carries universal elements. You are called to embody truth, to radiate integrity, and to be a light for others. Perhaps this will manifest in your career, in creative expression, in leadership, or in quiet acts of kindness that shift the lives of those around you. Wherever it manifests, know this. Your mission is not about grand gestures. It is about authenticity. Every step you take in truth becomes a vibration that changes the energy of the world. Michael wants you to recognize that you are not walking this mission alone. The very reason he has revealed himself so powerfully in your life is because he is your guardian in this work. He will not only protect you from harm, he will also guide you to the people, places, and opportunities aligned with your calling. Already the universe is rearranging itself to support your mission. This is why new connections are forming. My old doors are closing. My unexpected paths are opening. Nothing is random now, everything is aligning to your higher purpose. There is also a sacred responsibility that comes with this awakening. Once you have seen truth, you cannot unsee it. Once you have felt freedom, you cannot return to chains. Michael calls you to live boldly. To refuse to shrink back into silence, to honor your intuition even when it challenges others. This is not arrogance. It is alignment. And alignment with truth is the greatest service you can give to the world. Think of yourself as a torch. You carry a flame that can ignite others. Some will resist your light. They may prefer the comfort of shadows. Others will be drawn to you, finding hope in your courage. Your role is not to convince or to chase. It is simply to shine. And by shining, you fulfill your mission. Now, here is the most beautiful part. Your mission is not in conflict with love. You are not being asked to choose between purpose and companionship. Michael assures you that as you walk your mission, the right kind of love will find you. A love that does not fear the truth. A love that celebrates your light. A love that walks beside your mission instead of against it. This is the kind of love you were always meant to experience, and it is coming. Though only after you embrace your higher self. So do not mourn what is leaving. Celebrate what is beginning. You are not losing a partner. You are gaining alignment. You are not losing a story. You are writing a new chapter. And this chapter will be filled with authenticity, strength, and divine purpose. Take this in deeply. Your pain was never wasted. Your tears watered the soil of your mission. Your doubts carved the path to your awakening. Your heartbreak opened the door to your destiny. And Archangel Michael, who has been by your side through it all, is now smiling upon you, saying, "You are ready." Before we move to the final part of this message, take a moment to ground yourself in your mission. Place your hand on your heart and whisper, "I am chosen. I am aligned. I walk in truth." Type Amen 3650. If you accept your higher spiritual mission, type Blessings 5778. If you welcome Archangel Michael's guidance as you step into your divine purpose, you have walked a powerful path with me, guided by Archangel Michael's voice and light. From the shocking revelation of a hidden truth to the cleansing of the past. From the breaking of cycles to the opening of new blessings and finally to the unveiling of your spiritual mission. You now stand at the threshold of a brand new life. Today, October 1st, was not just another day. It was the day your soul crossed over into alignment with truth, freedom, and destiny. Archangel Michael has been by your side every step of the way. He revealed what was hidden not to wound you but to awaken you. He cut away illusions not to leave you empty but to prepare you for abundance. He exposed cycles not to shame you but to make you the chosen one to break them. And now he stands before you, wings wide, sword lifted, ready to seal this journey with divine protection. What you have endured has not been easy. Loving deeply only to discover bitter truths can shake the strongest of hearts. But instead of breaking you, it has revealed your strength. You have discovered the courage to face reality, the wisdom to trust your intuition, and the faith to believe that greater blessings await. This is victory. This is liberation, and this is just the beginning. Michael's final message to you today is simple yet profound. Walk in truth and you will never walk alone. From this moment forward, his shield surrounds you. No hidden deception will enter your life unnoticed. No false mask will linger near you undetected. Your spirit has been sharpened, your discernment awakened, and your path secured. You are safe. You are seen. You are chosen. But Michael does not stop there. He has prepared a blessing ritual specifically for you to anchor everything you have received and to ensure you step boldly into your new chapter. Take a deep breath, close your eyes and whisper these words. I release the past. I embrace truth. I walk in divine protection. As you say this, imagine a golden light surrounding your body, filling every part of you with warmth and clarity. This is Michael's energy wrapping around you, sealing your spirit in protection and peace. Now, to activate this blessing fully, type Amen 9001 to affirm your release and protection. And type Blessings 2866 to welcome abundance, love, and truth into your new beginning. Remember, this journey does not end here. What you have received today will continue to unfold in the days, weeks, and even months ahead. Stay alert for signs. Stay faithful to your intuition and above all stay in alignment with truth. For in truth lies freedom and in freedom lies your destiny. Archangel Michael is with you always.